An important part of being a good seller is also being a good buyer. In today's video, we're going to discuss buying your inventory online versus buying in person and the advantages and disadvantages to both. Yo, YouTube, welcome back. Today we've got a good episode. We've also got a fair amount of orders to do today. This is about half of them. I didn't pull them all yet. We'll go over some and fill some orders as the video progresses as well. Let's start with buying online. Buying online, there's two distinct advantages, and that's the convenience and the fact that it's a world marketplace. You can shop anywhere. One of the great things about buying online these days is there's so many sources to do it. There's eBay, of course, who's basically the king of cards. There's COMC. There's Facebook Marketplace, which is kind of also in person if you think about it. You'll have to pick them up likely. And there's Instagram, there's Facebook groups, and many, many other sources to buy online. My first order is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sticker card of the Shredder, and this is from the first film, Topps card set. So the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, and that sold for $3.58. The next distinct advantage to buying online is the fact that you have all your tools at your fingertips and you can take your time. What I mean by that is you can comp out items you're looking to purchase. You can look at the cost per card versus resale value. You can take some time and really dig into it and make sure you're getting the right deal. All right, the next sale is two unmarked checklist cards. Both have the Larry Brown backs here. These are Bears team checklists. These are from 1973. Unmarked checklists. I believe I picked these up at the National. I try to buy this stuff whenever I see it. Usually, going back to our topic here, usually I have to buy these online. It's hard to find unmarked checklists at local card shows. All right, so I'll be able to ship these two together for 63 cents. The next distinct advantage to buying online is you never have to leave your house. You can shop anywhere. And the next sale is this Arsenal team card out of Match Attax, sold for $1.99. Shout out to my buddy Brad, who's a big Arsenal fan. It's also an advantage to buy online because it's easy to compare between retailers that sell cards online. And the next sale is a fun one. I literally got this card for free this past weekend at a card show. It's this Adley Rutschman Topps National Trading Card Day rookie card. Got it for free from one of the vendors that I'd bought a stack of cards from. You would have seen it in the card show video. And I sold that for $2.50. Not bad for a card I got for free. One thing I like about buying online is you can get some free, in a way, supplies out of purchasing cards online. A lot of times they'll come shipped in top loads, snap boxes, team bags, things like that. Supplies you can reuse. The next sale is another soccer sale. I sold two Anthony Gordon Revolution Asia parallels. So this one is the Impact, so it's got like the explosions in the background, and this one is the Groove, which has the circles in it. So both of those, $7 for the two of them. So these came out of boxes that I had to buy at the National to get silver packs. And the cards have been selling really well that I got out of there, so at least that's good. Didn't do that great on the silver packs, but at least I'm getting resale on the cards out of the boxes I had to buy. And now it's your turn. Can you put a comment down below on any reasons you can think of for advantages to buying online? Next sale is a couple of Montana cards, both of which I got really good deals on. First one is this Pro Set Power, the gold parallel. It's got the gold foil on there. I got that for 5 cents out of the 10-cent boxes at the Green Bay card show last time. I bought some regular silver versions of it too, but the gold one, of course, goes for a bit more. And then also a gold Stat Smasher wild card that I had bought big lots of back in the day. So I probably paid 50 or 75 cents for that card. And I sold the 2 of them for $8. It's pretty good return. Let's talk about buying in person. There's a few reasons I really prefer to buy in person versus buying online. And my process has switched quite a bit since I started doing this. I was buying mainly lots online just because it gave me the freedom to take my time, do some research. Sometimes I could win bids, which you could get cards for a bit cheaper. But I had to pay a lot of shipping, wait for cards. Sometimes they were damaged, wouldn't show up. Couldn't really pick what I wanted. It was whatever was in the lot. So to me, the biggest advantage to buying in person is being able to cherry pick the cards you really want to buy for resale. The next sale is a Pinnacle Mint die cut Barry Sanders. I sold that for $2.75. You might be surprised to know that these sell very well. People like, I think, the coin to put something on display on their desk, and it just looks so much better in the card. There's a little cutout here. You put the coin in with the card. And those who have the coins maybe don't have the card, and vice versa. So the cards end up selling pretty well. I got this for 5 cents out of the Green Bay 10-cent boxes. The other true advantage to buying in person is to building rapport and relationships with others in the hobby. Now, I say this as a person who sells 99% online, but when I'm buying, and I'm buying in bulk especially, I like to make some connections because I'd like to make future purchases from that seller, as well as just get a good relationship going, a good understanding of each other and what we're trying to do. And sometimes that can work to your advantage right there in that sale. All right, the next sale is this All Americans Prism Blue Prism insert of Emmitt Smith. And this is from 2019 Prism Draft. I got a big stack of these. A couple of them were the Prisms, a couple of them were just base. But this is the Prism, and it sold for $4.50. I also like to buy in person because it gives me some advantage when I'm trying to negotiate a price. I feel like my personality is welcoming and fun and easy to get along with. And generally, when I can talk to a dealer or a seller, I can kind of explain to them what I'm trying to do, and usually I can work myself out a better deal, as you've seen in a lot of the card show videos. So you're not necessarily even paying their asking price. They can see that someone's willing to buy a bulk amount. That's the key. To buy one card and get a deal is a lot harder than to buy several. But to buy the bulk, get that turned over right away, get the cash back for that, and they can move on in whatever their goals are in the hobby. The next sale is this Prism Hype card of Justin Herbert. I don't remember where I got this from. I could have pulled it from a pack. I don't know. I'm pretty good at remembering just about every card on where I got it, but sometimes it eludes me. And that's the case here. This sold for $2.50. A big advantage to buying in person is less expense. There's not going to be credit card fees generally, unless you're buying with a credit card. There's going to be, the price is all encompassing. You don't pay a tax on top of what you're paying for the card, things like that. Those are big advantages in today's economics. The next sale is kind of a fun one. It's one of the eBay giveaway cards from the National in 2021 in Chicago. This is a whole set that they did with DJ Ski, and they're all Chicago sports teams, but based on Kanye West covers. So this is the one, obviously, for the Blackhawks. I'm not sure what album cover it's based off of. I can't remember. But anyway, this is it's pretty cool. Hand numbered on the back, 1979. Actually, it's not hand numbered. It is stamped. 1979 out of 2021. So there's 2021 copies of this. And it comes in a nice one touch that's got a seal on it. It says eBay set. There's 4 different cards, and then it's sealed in this nice plastic bag. So very simple to ship. To me, the biggest advantage to buying in person is it's just more fun. You get to dig through the cards and be surprised when you find something for $10 in a 50-cent box and so on. I have much more joy in that than I do finding a card in a lot online that I can make more money on. That's still fun, and it's still a good way to be able to get inventory for business, especially if you don't have card shows by you. Nobody's posting cards on Facebook Marketplace. At least it's an avenue where you can source your inventory and be able to run the business. The next sale is a couple of Michael Jordan cards, a couple of these time frame cards. Try to buy these in lots. You'll find them in lots from time to time on eBay. Of course, I'd buy them in person too if I find them, but they're generally a little cheaper. It's a big set. There's like 120 or 130 cards in it. But that's one of the things I like about it. I like those multi-card sets. People have a few of these. They decide to chase the set. Now they need a few to complete it and so forth. And generally, you can get these a little bit less expensive. I can find them online here and there for 50 cents. Sometimes you see them in a 50-cent box. And you can get a decent return on it. So they're still Jordan cards, always worth looking at to buy. I sold these two for $5. And now I'd like to hear from you. Comment down below what advantages you see in buying in person that I maybe didn't cover. We'll ship 2 more orders here in this video, and I'm going to get back to doing the rest of them on my own. This next sale is a Bazooka. So this is 2004, I believe, 2003 Bazooka. And they made Bazooka Joe cards, series of cards in the set, where Bazooka Joe is wearing a team t-shirt, and then it's got the team logo in the corner. This happens to be one of the minis. So here's a regular size card. Here's a mini. And this is for the Boston Red Sox. Now, I found a whole bunch of these in a box at a media store in town. So a store that sells like used DVDs, VHS, some music, some toys, things like that. Mixed media store, used media store. And they had a couple of big bins of cards. I don't know where they got them from, but they were just thrown in there. And I found a bunch of these Bazooka cards, so I bought them. I got a really good deal on them. I bought 50 cards for $2. So they were super cheap. I might actually stop back there and see if they've got any new stuff, because that was maybe 2 months ago or so now. But anyway, I've sold a few of them. This is the first mini that I've sold, which I love selling minis, as you know. I hate buying them because the storing them stinks. But they do sell well, and I'm always happy when I get a sale on one. So anyway, this sold for $1.99. All right, this last order I'll share has some very interesting cards in it. It's an 8-card sale from a current customer who buys from me pretty regularly. And this is 8 cards for $11. Gave him some bulk discount on these. First one is this Select Gardner Minshew Green. Got this in the big lot of stuff I bought for $80 when I bought that mini collection. So I have no cost into this at all, so that's a nice sale. This Trevor Lawrence base legacy card. A totally certified Bob Greasy. I'm pretty sure I bought this at the National, probably out of a 10-cent or quarter box, something like that. This Dan Marino Year in Review, I think it's called, with Joe Namath on there. And we've got a 97 Flair base, Mark Brunell. A wild card, 93 wild card, Mark Brunell rookie, which I have a whole bunch of because I bought like a half a case of those. Searching for Favre stripes. And then a couple of 2021 contenders draft. I've got a Nick Chubb and a Todd Gurley. So that's 8 cards. So it'll be four each in a card saver, and then they'll be taped together and shipped for a 2-ounce rate. Well, that's all I have for today's video. Thanks again so much for watching. I couldn't do any of this without all of you, so I really appreciate you. Please like, subscribe, ring the bell if you like these videos and you want to see more. Otherwise, we'll see you again soon.